Now today we're going to be cooking up some cod. Now what we're going to do is add some chorizo, give it lovely flavour and make it in a homemade tomato sauce. Very simple to put together but absolutely delicious, so give it a go. So the first thing I want to do is just quickly go through the ingredients we're going to use. Now I'm going to be using cod. I've got cod loin, so there's no skin, no bones, ready to eat. Now I've got 4 pieces because they're a little bit long, so I've kind of chopped them in half. Now really you could use other white flaky fish. Maybe you could use pollock, that would be a good one. Just try and make sure there's no skins and bones on there so it's all ready to eat. Now I've also got a couple of cloves of garlic, 1 onion, so peel that, chop that down reasonably fine. Fresh thyme. Now I'm just gonna strip all the little leaves off, adds a lovely flavour. Couple of teaspoons, that's a small spoon of sugar. Now I'm going to use brown sugar, but if you haven't got that, just use white sugar. The reason we're using the sugar, it takes a little bit of the acidity off the cans of tomatoes, and also it just slightly sweetens it, so you can do that to taste. I've got some black olives. These are pitted, so there's no stones in there. Just drop those in. Couple of cans of tomatoes. Now really you could use any chopped tomatoes. I've chosen to use these little cherry tomatoes in the can, so I've got 2 cans of that. Then we've got 2 teaspoons, that's a small spoon, of smoked paprika. And then we've got 2 tablespoons, that's the big spoon, of dark soya sauce. Bit of salt and pepper seasoning, and we've got some olive oil. And then the final ingredient we've got is some chorizo. Got a piece about that long, just sliced it down, nice and fine, and that will add a lovely flavour to the tomato sauce. So there's all the ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is get it all prepared, go over to the hob and get on with the cooking. So I've come over to the hob and we're going to get on with the cooking. Now I've got all my ingredients laid out, all prepared, keeps your life nice and simple. Now I'm going to be cooking mine all in the one pot. Now whatever pot you use, make sure it's big enough and also make sure it's got a lid as well. So let's get on with the cooking. Now I'm going to start with, I'm going to be using a little bit of olive oil in the pan. That's it. Switch the heat on. I'd say we're starting about a medium heat. You can always turn it down if it's too much, but starting about a medium heat. Now the pan's just starting to warm up, so I'm going to go in with the onions. And also, I've got the chorizo as well. Just give that all a mix around, get it in the oil. That's it. And really, we're going to cook the onions and the garlic, I'd say probably 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Just soften them right down and get some of that flavour out of the chorizo. Now I've been cooking the onions and the chorizo for coming up to 10 minutes. Make sure you give it a stir now and again. But look at the beautiful colour of those onions and the oil. It's all coming out of that chorizo and it smells absolutely wonderful in this kitchen. Now what I'm going to do next is to put in the garlic, sliced up garlic. Also, we might as well put the thyme in. Now with the thyme, you just go against the grain basically and you get them off. I've got some of it already done there. So a bit of fresh thyme. Now I've also got the paprika. Now I said a couple of teaspoons. Now I can't actually get the spoon in there, so there's 1. There you go, there's 2. Now let's give that all a quick mix. That's it. Oh yeah. Now we don't need to give that long. We don't want to burn the paprika. So I'm going to go in with a can of tomatoes and the other one. And I'm just going to wash the can out with a little bit of water. Just get it all. I don't want to waste any. And again, just give that a bit of a move around. Like that. Now I think at the same time we can also, I've got the sugar and I'm going to add some salt and freshly ground black pepper. And I think I might as well put the soy sauce in as well. Now with the soy sauce, again I said, a couple of tablespoons, that's a bigger spoon. That's it. Now what you want to do is bring that up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to a sort of lowish simmer. So let's just bring the heat up a little bit. Give it a mix. That's it. You can squash a few of these down as well. Right, now let's just turn that down. Now I'm going to turn that down to a simmer, and then we're going to place a lid on there. So now I'm going to leave that for at least 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. See how it is. Give it a taste, and occasionally do give it a stir. But we're going to do this on a fairly gentle simmer. So I've had the sauce cooking for just over half an hour. Now I've given it the occasional stir, sort of mix around, and I'm just going to try it now. So let's just grab a little bit of that sauce, see how it is. That's a really tasty sauce. The only thing for my taste, and it might not be for yours, I'm just going to add a little tads more sugar, just a little bit. Stir that in, and then I'll give it one final quick taste. But you know, what you want to do with your sauce is make sure before you put the fish in there, you've got your sauce just right, because there's no point in serving a nice expensive bit of fish and you haven't quite got the sauce right. So add a little bit of sugar if you need to. Maybe yours might need a little bit of salt, but I'm going to put a bit of salt and pepper seasoning on the fish in a minute, so I don't really want to add any more salt, but I just wanted to add that little bit of sugar. Let me just try it again. Oh yeah, just a little bit of sugar can make all the difference, but don't go overboard with the sugar. Get it just how you want it. Now I'm happy with that sauce, and it's pretty much time to put in the fish. So what I'm going to do with the fish is season it, bit of salt and pepper on both sides, and then we're just going to slip them in, put the olives in there, put the lid on it, and then wait until the cod's cooked and you can serve it up. Now with the cod, I'm just going to put some salt and pepper on there. That's it. Bit of salt. And what I'm going to do is turn them over, do the same on the other side. Make sure they've all got a little bit of salt and pepper on there. Now I've had the fish cooking in the sauce for just over 10 minutes, and I did sneak in those black olives. I meant to put them in just after we put the fish in there, but it doesn't matter, I've got them in anyway. Now let's just check this, see how it is. I just want to check it for like flakiness. Oh, look at that, lovely. That is lovely. Now I'm going to go and serve it up, because that's all done. So let's take it over to the table and serve it up. Now let's just take the lid off. Now I'm going to start trying to get a little bit of the sauce on there. That's it. Just get a little bit of sauce there. Now let's go for the bit of fish. I think I'm going to go for this one here. So let me take this one out. Nice piece, look at that, that's a beautiful piece of cod. Lovely. Now we can finish it off, just got a little bit of time, just going to sprinkle a little bit. Lovely, lovely. Now I'm just going to try this, see how it is. So let's just have a look at this. Oh, let's have a look at this. Pull it apart and see it's nice and flaky. That is lovely, really well done. Now let me just try a bit of that fish. That is so nice. And with that sauce, absolutely wonderful. Just going to try that sauce again. Got a big spoon, but let me just get a little bit on its own. That's a lovely sauce, and it goes so well with the fish. And as I say, you could use another white sort of flaky fish. You know, see what they've got special offer at fishmongers, but overall the salt and the fish, great combination, and that little bit of chorizo. Thanks for watching my videos. See you on the next one. And if you like what I do and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the subscribe button, because I really do appreciate that. See you again soon, the original Naked Chef.